That is not my title. We are not Templars any longer. We are all part of the Inquisition.
And what does that mean exactly?
He's
Back
stirring
already,
it.
Chancellor. Haven't you done enough?
I'm curious, Commander, as to how your Inquisition and its herald will restore order as you've promised.
Of course you are. Back to your duties, all of you.
So, both Remix and Jiggles think the elves are cool. I do, yeah. And I like the idea that you think the dwarves are cool. Because I've never played a dwarf, and maybe that makes me a bad person. I'm terrible.
Mages and Templars were already at war. Now they're blaming each other for the Divine's death.
Which is why we require a proper authority to guide them back to order.
Who? You? Random clerics who weren't important enough to be at the Conclave?
The Rebel Inquisition and its so-called Herald of Andraste? I think not.
Let's be a little bit mean.
If the proper authority hadn't completely failed, the Conclave wouldn't have been needed.
So you suggest I blame the Chantry and exalt a murderer? What of justice?
That won't help restore order in the here and now.
Order will never be restored so long as this rebellion is allowed to fester.
So, let me see. Yeah, let's ask some questions.
Remind me why you're allowing the Chancellor to stay?
Clearly, your Templar knows where to draw the line.
He's toothless. There's no point turning him into a martyr simply because he runs at the mouth. The Chancellor's a good indicator of what to expect in Val Royeaux, however.
How widespread is the violence between mages and Templars?
Impossible to say.
Your organization flouting the Chantry's authority will not help matters.
With the Conclave destroyed, I imagine the war between mages and Templars is renewed with interest.
The mages and Templars are fighting, even though we don't know what really happened at the Temple of Sacred Ashes.
Exactly why all this should be left to a new divine. If you are innocent, the Chantry will establish it as so.
Or we'll be happy to use someone as a scapegoat.
You think nobody cares about the truth? We all grieve Justinia's loss.
But you won't grieve if the Herald of Andraste is conveniently swept under a carpet.
Like, he's not wrong. It is kind of what's gonna happen. They're just gonna be like, well, we have someone to blame, so let's unite and blame this person, which we cannot have.
Don't let anyone riot while we're gone.
The walls will be standing when you return, I hope.
Okay, so let's go in.
Though you had granted them power over the very
Researcher
Fade
Minave
itself,
wishes to verify that the
though they
infections
sang
have
hymns
decreased in
of
number.
praise unending,
Yes.
though
Thank
they
you for
could
your
do
help.
anything,
Tell me.
they destroyed
Greetings, Herald of
nothing,
Andraste.
created nothing.
How
So
fares
there's
your
Mother
quest to
Giselle.
seal the breach?
She came up quick enough anyway, considering she was like, I'm not gonna leave until everyone's safe, and I'm there an hour and she's already here.
I'm doing everything within my power.
A task, such as closing the breach, is a heavy burden. I hope you do not carry it alone. We remember Andraste, but Andraste did not carry the Chant of Light alone. She had generals, advisors, and though it is considered heresy to say it, she had the aid of the elf Chartin. Do everything within your power, but remember those who would help you.
So yeah, we're gonna be a little bit mean. Oh no, we won't, will we? That would be nice. Thank
I
you.
appreciate your insight, Mother Giselle.
Take it for whatever it is worth. You walk a difficult path, and there is little enough I can do to aid you. In any case, I pray this Inquisition proves less brutal than its predecessor.
Let's see. There's a lot there that we've already kind of gone over, so can we
Is
help?
there anything I can do to help you or your people?
My healers would benefit from more supplies. We have run short of even common goods with so many wounded. If you could deliver this list and the items on it to Quartermaster Thren, she could get us what we need. It may not seem like much, but it would enable my healers to save many lives.
Okay, so we'll get on that.
Farewell.
The Inquisition cannot remain a vassal if you can't prove it was founded on Justinia's orders.
This is an inopportune time, Marquis. More of the faithful flock here each day. But allow me to introduce you to the brave soul who risked her life to slow the magic of the breach. Mistress Lavelan, this is the Marquis d'Aurelion, one of Divine Justinia's greatest supporters.
And the rightful owner of Haven. House d'Aurelion lent Justinia these lands for pilgrimage. This Inquisition is not a beneficiary of this arrangement.
This is the first I've heard of Haven having an owner outside the Chantry.
My wife, Lady Machin of Denner, has claimed to Haven by ancient treaty with the monarchs of Ferelden. We were honored to lend its use to Divine Justinia. She was a woman of supreme merit. I will not let an upstart order remain on her holy grounds.
So we will say that the advisors founded it because they're her left and right hands.
Interesting, considering the Inquisition was begun by the left and right hands of the Divine.
I've seen no written records from Sister Liliana or Seeker Pentacus that Justinia approved the Inquisition.
If you won't take her at her word, I'm afraid Seeker Pentagast must challenge him to a duel.
What?
It is a matter of honor among the Navarrans. Shall I arrange the bout for tonight?
No. Perhaps my reaction to the Inquisition's presence was somewhat hasty.
We face a dark time, Your Grace. Divine Justinia would not want her passing to divide us. She would, in fact, trust us to forge new alliances to the benefit of all, no matter how strange they might seem.
I'll think on it, Lady Montillier. The Inquisition
Hello, I'm Kaolu.
might stay.
Hope you're doing well this morning, evening, night, whatever it is for you. So, does he really own Haven? Do.
Do the d'Aurelions actually have a claim on this place?
His Grace's position is not so strong as he presents it. Despite their Ferelden relations, the d'Aurelions are Orlesian. If the Marquis wishes to claim Haven, Empress Selene must negotiate with the Ferelden on his behalf. Her current concerns are a bit larger than minor property disputes.
I'm so pleased the Marquis isn't tossing us out into the cold.
His Grace is only the first of many dignitaries we must contend with.
You expect more people in Haven?
Undoubtedly. And each visitor will spread the story of the Inquisition after they depart. An ambassador should ensure the tale is as complimentary as possible.
It's 1 p.m. where you are. We must be in the same time zone then. It's 20 to 1 here. I'm from Ireland, so I have GMT time zone. So are you? You must be from near enough the same time zone.
May I ask, what brought you to work for the Inquisition?
Sister Liliana approached me. We've been acquainted for quite some time. For better or worse, being the Inquisition's diplomat has become as interesting as she promised.
What sort of dealings have you had with nobility?
For some years, I was the royally appointed court ambassador from Antiva to Orlais. The nobility of Thedas is a rather singular sphere. Those I'm not acquainted with, I know through reputation.
Yeah, we'll say that we're glad, because she definitely knows her way around nobility.
The Inquisition is lucky to have you as an advocate, Lady Montillier.
Thank you. Let us hope so. Thedas' politics have become agitated as of late. I hope to guide us down smoother paths. But please excuse me. I've much work to do before the day is done.
You're from the future. Yeah, technically. That. And then we have people that are from the past here, like Remix. Remix must be from the past then. So it's all good. Or really in the future.
Good day to you.
I'm asking the real questions. So, let me see. Anything to report?
What do the people make of us?
Despite our fame, we're low on steadfast allies. We must aim for more.
Any visiting dignitaries I should watch out for?
Sir Griffith of Denerim, a most distinguished knight of the realm. He's defeated darkspawn, slain demons, chased down abominations. Just don't ask him about it over dinner. He spares no detail.
Where am I in the game? Just a little in now. I've been playing for about 4 or 5 hours, but it is very much the beginning. But all these videos get archived, and I will be putting them up on YouTube. I'm Shinato202 on YouTube and Twitter. So don't worry, they will be up anyway if you want to watch it all. And I like to think it's a good Lorethrough.
Especially a Dalish elf. One look at your face and it's clear you were never part of a circle. My name is Maeve. I research demons and other creatures. Seeker Pentagast and I use what I find to help the soldiers fight them.
So what this lady does is there's certain items we loot that are, I think they're called research items. And if we give them to this lady, we just get, it's really just free experience, and it's a lot of experience. So I found something.
I found something the demons left behind. Can you use it?
Yes, that's very helpful. Just leave it there and the Tranquil and I will examine it.
But now I probably won't be playing this too much longer. So don't worry anyway if you're concerned about spoilers or anything. Because as I said, it will be archived. So don't be too worried. So do I want to go to the War Council? I will. Okay, so we have this now because we got one Inquisition perk. So it lets us kind of get a small boon. They're all quite small.
Have you had any trouble with them?
Not at all. I will inform you if that changes.
Okay, so what I usually pick at the beginning, now say if you were doing this on Nightmare Run, some very important ones would be, let me see. There's kind of ones like True Grit. This increases your party's defenses, which is very good. Any of the schematic, more healing potions, actually is very handy for Nightmare. There's kind of a variety of them. So let me see. Yeah, deft hand find tools. You'll need that anyway to open rare locations, because any rogue can open a locked door, but then some are expertly locked, and you need certain people to do that. So that perk would be handy. But now they're never plot required doors. They're always just extra loot, and good loot. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna invest in some of these. Grants 50% experience for each codex entry unlocked. So this is quite interesting before you head into Val Royeaux, because there's loads of codex entries to unlock there, and you get about 50 experience per codex. But by just getting one of these, you get 75 experience, and they accumulate. So we're gonna go for one. But then there is one here. Let me see, grants 50% experience. And there's one here as well, grants 50% experience. So they all accumulate. And it is really handy, and especially if you're going for very codex areas. So Val Royeaux is one. So you're going to find we're just going to get extra free experience just because we got that. Which means quicker levels. So these were the things we handed in. So this was the guy who said that he didn't have refugees. He had savages, he had elves, and he had mages. So this was our response from that mission, because we politely declined purging these elves for him. So Ambassador Montillier, so the Inquisition is a hollow prank, a jest to swindle the righteous. The tide of apostates and demons swells on my doorstep, and you do nothing. My death will be on your head, and the heads of all the other charlatans of the Inquisition, and it will leave a stain so dark the Maker himself could not remove it. Okay, so he was very pissed by that, but he's not a respected member of royalty. Now he is royal, or not royalty, but he's a nobleman, but he's not that respected, which might help us.